And we're on, I think. Hello everyone. Hello. How are we this evening? Joe and Ant are here today.
Yes, we are, baby.
Here he is. He's just made us a fresh brew.
Brewski.
So that we are nice and ready. So just make sure that I can see what's going on.
Can't
as well
start
as...
anything without a brew.
Absolutely not. Turn my noise off. I can see things nice and clearly.
We've got people joining. Hello, Shawnee.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Jessica Brumby. Hello, Natalie Seddins. Hello, Claudia Cubas. Hello, Esther Teniglio. Teniglio? Apologies if that's incorrect. I imagine it is.
Just knocked all my cards over with my big hair. With my big COVID hair. It's a disaster. Put them back up. Yes, hello everyone. We'll give everyone a chance to get on and join us.
Lots of excitement for this today.
Yes.
Super excite.
Yes, very much so. I need 4 Alisons on before we can get started. That's usually the way it works. Hi Julie.
Hi Claire. Hi Jane. Hi Lindsay. Hi Julie. Hi Lucy.
Oh.
Lucy's half here and half exercising.
Oh wow, well done for doing multitasking.
Joke, yes. Simultaneous activity.
Oh, that's very
That's what
posh.
we call it at work.
Is that what you call it at work? You don't call it multitasking then, you just call it simultaneous activity.
Simultaneous
that
activity.
sounds much posher, doesn't it?
So that you don't become task focused.
I see.
Hi Helen, hi Laura Ann, hi Vicky Poulton, hi and Annalisa.
Auntie's in the house again.
I'm in the house. Hi Francesca, hi Abby, hi
Oh, we're getting loads
Jason,
of people joining
hi
us.
Emma,
Hello everyone.
hi Catherine, hi Sarah.
There's some
Hi Alice.
some new names as well that
Yes.
are joining us, so it's lovely to see you all, and I'm really excited because you can see what I've got in front of me is our very first Papercraft Kit. So this is so super just so awesome, and I'm really excited to share it with you. It's the very first one that we've done. It's got a spring theme to it, but it's also got a Mother's Day theme to it, because in the UK Mother's Day is just round the corner, but I know obviously elsewhere in the world there'll be a Mother's Day at some point. So but anyway, I'll show you the kit and then it'll all make sense, because it's it will be great for all of those wishes that you want to send to both your parents. So this, if you purchase the kit, then this is a limited edition kit. We don't have many of these, but it will be available from tomorrow morning in limited numbers.
What time tomorrow morning?
From 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
8 a.m. 2000
Yes.
hours 2000.
What now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's 8
that's
p.m.
8 p.m.
No, sorry.
It's 8 a.m. I was going to say, what are you on
0800.
about?
Yes. Eek,
Don't listen to
indeed,
Ant.
Annalise. Don't listen to me. I ain't got a clue.
I know,
what's
he's
going
come
on.
along to help and he's telling you all the wrong time. Aisha says, hiya to both of you, and how are you, and hiya time for tea family. We're grand, we are really grand, and we're excited for this. So this, when you get your kit, this is what you are going to get. You'll get this lovely presentation box, and then inside there
Which
will
is made
be
out of recycled cardboard as well,
the
so it
craft-
can go
yeah.
straight back in your recycling.
Absolutely. Well, I think you could use this to send a gift to someone else.
Yeah.
So, crafty goodies are inside. So, this is what you're going to get in your box. Mine is open so that I can show you everything, but this will have a cute little sticker on it. So, I'm going to put these to one side because we'll show you those afterwards. You're going to get in the kit, you're going to get a list of everything that's in your kit, along with some inspiration as well, so that'll help you get started with your kit. So loads of information on there, and some really nice bits of inspiration for you to follow. So I'll come back to that in a little while, because I will show you these cards in real life shortly. And then you're going to get a bag full of goodies. So let me empty these out so that you can see what's in here. Now, as part of the kit, you're going to get 4 dies in total, and a stamp set. So, I mean, the dies alone are worth pretty much the price of the kit. So the kit will be on sale. Probably should say that the kit will be on sale for $39.95, and the price of the dies on their own is pretty much, I think, about £35. So
you got it written down somewhere. We only went through it the other day.
I know it's on a spreadsheet somewhere. So yeah. So I'll show you the stamp set first, because I think that will, everything kind of goes around the stamp set. So the stamp set is made up of some really cool sentiments that are perfect for Mother's Day, but also for just sending to your parents in general. So you've got Happy Mother's Day, but then you've also got the mum and dad sentiment, so that you can send it to your mum and dad, and there's the little ampersand there as well. There is a thanks, there's an of all my parents, which you can team up with You're My Favourite, which I think is just really quite cool.
You're my favourite of all my parents?
Yeah, of all my parents, you're my favourite, which is
I wonder how many mums are going to get that.
You can also have From Your Favourite Child, which my sister can send to my mum. And then
so the words right out of my mouth.
I knew you were thinking
my
it.
sisters could also send that to my mum.
And then my mum, and then you've got Mum or Dad, you were right about everything, which I think is really cool. And then you can also have the thanks for always being there, or you can have thanks, I turned out awesome, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then you've got sending you a socially distanced hug, so you can put those together. $39. Would you be able to convert $39.95 GBP into US dollars?
Of course I can, that's
please,
why I'm
Anthony?
here.
That's what Anthony is here for, Melissa. He shall do the conversions for us now. It will be a rough conversion, but it will give you an idea of what that might look like. And then you also get a little speech bubble with a heart, which is really cool. So, a really cool stamp set and really, really versatile. You also get a coordinating die set. Now, the coordinating die set is also really, really cool, because it does cut out all of those sentiments. It cuts out the dad and the mum, leaving a little bit of an outline, and it also cuts out that larger hug sentiment. So it's going to be really good for you to be able to make some sentiments with dimension as well. In addition to that, we've also got 2 mum related dies. So we've got Got It From My Mama.
Got it from my mama.
Which is one of my favourite quotes, and I have actually, in previous videos you might have seen behind me, I do have a card that I got from a fancy card shop years and years ago, that I just like the picture on the front, and it says Got It From My Mama on it. And this cuts out in a really cool font and has an outline die to it as well. You're also going to get the mum die, and again this cuts out the word mum, but also gives you the outline. And then you're going to get this Spring Blooms die set, which is what the set has been named after. These are so versatile, and I'll show you some of the cards that I've made using this. I've got so many different ideas to show you with all of this kit that there's just not enough hours at the moment, but we will go through a card demonstration as part of this live a little bit later on. So if you want to see all of this in action, hang on, because we will get to some crafting in a mo.
Hold tight.
Yeah, but I just want to show you everything so that you can see just the value that you're going to be getting in this kit. So you're getting all this lovely foliage you're getting 3 different types of flowers that all have little elements die cut out of them, and then you're getting all of these leaves as well, so you'll be able to build up a really cool scene with these. And the design team have come up with some amazing ideas with using these, some really cool scenes that you'll absolutely love. So you're going to get all of that, which is, it's, you know, the price of the kit is what it is there in those products already. But in addition to that, you're also going to get 6 papers from our Rainbow Brights paper pad. So if you've not had any of our paper pads before, this will give you a little flavour of one of our pads. It coordinates really nicely with the set that you've got. It will be a random selection of 6, so this is an example of the 6 that I've got here in this kit. It might be a different 6 papers that you get in yours, but they all coordinate really well and really make, you know, will really add something to your dies. So you could cut out, for example, your flowers or your leaves out of the patterned paper, which would be really cool. So that's those. Julie's saying that they'd be really awesome with the toucans, the spring blooms. They absolutely would, Julie, and I think that's something that we'll hopefully get to explore over the next few weeks, is just how much you can mix and match these with the other items that you've got in your stash. But we also wanted to show you that you've got everything you need in here, apart from maybe some glue and some foam pads, to make cards with just what you've got here. So if you're new to crafting and you just want something to get you started, then this is perfect for that. You will need a die cutting machine for the dies as well. I probably should add that. That's quite important. But you could just have a small manual one. You don't need a large one because all of the dies are small enough to go through one of those really small die cutting machines. So you're also going to get 2 card blanks. So again, like I say, everything that you need to be able to make cards straight away. So you've got this pretty pink card base and a bright white card base, which is super smooth cardstock and is actually made from the same cardstock that we have our alcohol papers made from. So you can ink blend onto this really beautifully. You can also colour straight onto this with your alcohol markers without any issues. And then you're going to get 2 white envelopes that you can use with the cards. I should also mention that the card blanks are A2 in size, which is the American size, rather than the usual A6 size that we have in Europe. And the reason for doing that is that for those of you that may have thought, I'm not sure whether I like the A2 size, I've not tried it, this will give you a chance to try that without having to buy a full pack. You can try those sizes out, but they do fit into a European sized card envelope. And then you're also going to get some papers. So we have some of our mint julep paper. We have I probably should move the box out of the way because that's getting in the way of the view, isn't it? Let me just move the box. Pretty as it is, she'll just move that out of the way. So you've got some mint julep. You've got some, I can never remember the names of these. I think it's lemon sorbet. Yes, lemon sorbet. Pink souffle, Bambino blue, and then a sheet of that super smooth alcohol friendly cardstock. So really cool colours, pretty spring colours that are perfect for the kit itself, and will take you right through into spring for the rest of your card making. So really cool. In addition to that, you're going to get some of this distress ink. So let me just pop some of these out so you can see everything that you're getting so far.
We've got a couple of questions which I'll just answer. So Rebecca Milton asks, can you purchase elements separately?
You can.
Yes, you can. So all the stamps and dies can be purchased separately, which will also be available from 8 AM UK GMT time tomorrow. What GSM is the paper card? I don't know if you covered that, sorry.
I didn't cover that, no. So all of the cardstock that's included in the kit, with the exception of the super smooth, is 160 GSM. The super smooth is 200.
So that means to somebody who's don't have a clue about crafting is that they are very good.
Yes, they're all good. Yeah, they're all a good weight. So the cards, the coloured cardstock is a lighter weight, which means that it's great for construction and it's not going to add too much weight to your card. It's also going to make die cutting your smaller, more intricate dies a lot easier because it's not too thick. So it's about the same weight as your paper pads, which are more of a cardstock weight than they are actual paper. And then the alcohol cardstock is thicker in GSM because you're more than likely going to be using that to cut out any sentiments or images, so you'll want them to be a little bit more rigid. So yes, so you will be able to get all of this individually. The only thing that you won't be able to get as individual items are the card blanks and the cardstock itself, which come in packs. So the idea behind the kit is you're going to be saving an awful lot of money, but you're going to be able to just get one sheet to try out rather than having to buy a full pack that you'll not be certain of. So
just on that saving as well. So
ahead,
obviously Joe's mentioned that it's going on sale tomorrow, Friday the 26th of February at 8 AM for £39.95. That's a total saving. If you were to buy everything separately, which will also be available on the website, it's a saving of £24.09. So, you're saving more than 50%.
Yeah, you're saving such a lot by buying it as part of the kit rather than individually. But you can still do that if you'd rather. So you were also
just the mum and dad stamp and dies alone are £26.90 if you were to buy them separately.
Absolutely.
And then the other dies, the spring blooms, the mum die, and also Guy from a Mama die. They're £26.40. So you might as well just spend an extra tenner and get yourself a full kit. This is
it. This is what I mean. You're gonna with the dies alone are pretty much £40, £35, aren't they? I think near enough £40. So pretty much the price of
the
of
dies.
The kit. Yeah,
the
just
dies
if you were
alone,
just buying the dies on their own. So you're then getting the stamps, you're getting all the cardstock. You're also getting, we're not finished yet because you're going to get more. You're going to get this distress ink, mini distress ink in shaded lilac. So you've pretty much got your rainbow here. You've got your rainbow of colours, which is perfect. Hi Jan, hi Alison. Have I got 4 Alisons yet?
I'm not sure actually.
I feel like we're almost at 4 Alisons.
We've got almost 60 viewers on and off.
I know,
so
I can see.
apologies to anybody that's joined us slightly late. Anybody that isn't sure what's going on at the moment, this is our Spring Blooms kit, which is available from tomorrow. Joe's just running through what is actually included in this kit. So far we've got 1 stamp set and a coordinating die, and then you've got 3 separate standalone dies plus 4 pieces of card, some super smooth, some papers, envelopes, distress ink,
and two card blanks.
2 card blanks. What's that other thing there, the white lid?
So this is, I'm just about to say, this is your pink sparkle glitter embossing powder. So this is new to the store. We will have a few of these available to buy, but the numbers again are very limited. So this is some beautiful sparkly embossing powder. It's really, really cool and goes perfectly with the pinks that are in the kit. So that's going to be really, really cool. You're also going to get some crystal stickles as well. So again, for adding a little bit of extra glitter and glam to your project. That's in there. As always, you will be getting your sachet of Yorkshire tea.
Get in.
And you will also get this. Now, I'm not going to show you the other side because the other side has got an exclusive code for £5 off your next order. So this is, you can only get this if you buy the kit. So really, you're going to get the kit for £40, just short of, but then you're going to get another £5 off your next order. So effectively, you could say you're getting this for £35, really, couldn't you? With so I think that it's well worth getting because you're also going to be making a saving off your next order. And we will have another release at the end of April, so at the end of March, sorry. So yeah, so you know, it's no doubt you're going to be wanting some more crafty goodies by then. So that's all of that. Now I do have I have just received some really cute embellishments as well. That I didn't think we were going to be here in time for the kit, which is why they're not officially included. But the first 10 orders will get a little sample bag of these exclusive embellishments. So that's something that's not been advertised because they've only just come today. But I really think that they would work perfectly with this kit. So there you go. So that's everything.
Got
amazing.
Got a lot of positive reactions to this, guys, and much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic idea.
So cool.
Love all the paper colours. Looks great. This is a banging card kit, Annalisa says. Gotta love stickles, Alison says. Julie Hutchins says, wow, what an amazing box. Love it, and no doubt I need this. We've got all 4 Alisons on the call, you'll be glad to know. Helen Kirkham Craft says, looks fabulous with the love heart eyes emoji. Melissa D. Monique asks,
hello, Melissa.
Is shipping included in kit cost?
I'm afraid the shipping isn't included because you're already making a really significant saving. So the shipping isn't included, but our standard shipping applies. You can now select for an option to have tracked shipping if you wanted, which is at an extra cost. Just because at the moment I know that there are a lot of issues with the pandemic and so on, and sometimes things taking a little bit longer. If you wanted to track your package, you can do that way. But otherwise, our standard postage still applies, even though you're getting a bigger parcel. So yeah, it's and it's only £2.95 in the UK, I think.
Yeah, and it's free shipping for orders over 60 quid. So if you want to top your basket up while you've got the spring blooms, you wanted to add a couple of distress inks on there, maybe some extra cards.
Well, haha, it's good that you say this, Mr. Anthony, because not only do we have the kit and the new items here, but we do have some other new items that will go live in the shop tomorrow, and they're all I can't possibly show you them all now. But if you go to the new release area of the website tomorrow at 8 o'clock, you will see them all listed there, because they're all new to the store items. And they're things like we have, well, I'll show you one which is a branded item, but we'll also have things like, I've got a corner punch in there, I've got some mini paper trimmers. Like mine that I know a lot of you have been after. We've got some hole punchers. We've got some magic rubber stamps. We've got all kinds of, there's so many things we've got reverse action tweezers and just all those essential things that I know you all want.
Let's just say every time I've gone to leave the house over the last week, I've been greeted by somebody
there's
with
been
a box.
No end of deliveries, but I just need to reach for these because just bear with me 1 second while I just reach for these, because these are, I'm going to be demonstrating these today. These are super exciting. These are new to us. They are being made especially for us, and they are shimmer sprays. So there are 3 of them. There is the Aquatini, the Fizzy Flamingo, it's easy for me to say, and the Silver Sparkle. So I'll show you an example of these in a second of how they work. But yeah, you will be able to also top up your basket with those if you wanted to grab those, because they don't come as part of the kit. So before we move on from the kit, I just want to show you the examples that I've got of how I've used them so far, and these are the inspiration that you will get as part of your kit. So the first one that I want to show you is this. It's the Thanks Mum for always being there. So that's the sentiments from your stamp set, and then I've cut all of my foliage here out of a rainbow selection of cardstock. So I've used the pinks and I've used the green from that I've got in the kit, but then I've just added some of my distress inks over the top to give me a bit of a variation in those colours. And then I've also used my shaded lilac distress ink, as well as some I think that was the Wilted Violet as well, just to make a different variation there. So, and I just think that that's really, really fun. And then I've just added a few sequins as well. This one shows that you don't have to make it about mum or dad. This can just be to send to a friend. So this is sending you a socially distanced hug. And it's the pink cardstock in the background, shaded lilac in the middle. And then I've used that pink glitter embossing for the centre there. And then I've used my stickles around the heart and the sentiment from the stamp set. So a really simple card, but really pretty.
I think they are kind of my favourite sort of cards, like the ones that are simple.
Yeah.
You know, they give you a little sentiment on there, but also nice to look at. You know, I'd be happy sending that to any one of my female family members.
Yeah,
or
absolutely. They're a little. I suppose they're a little bit more grown up, because they don't have a character on there. But what you could absolutely do is, because I know you've all got lots of Time for Tea character stamps, you could just add one of those little characters to the front of that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What I've tried to show here is how you can use just what's in the kit to make something really, really pretty.
I was thinking that one there where it says I'm sending you a hug, you could stick one of the smitten kittens on there, you know, maybe holding the little love heart present, or
absolutely.
From the Happy Mail Critters one, you know, you've got the dog carrying the parcel, you've got the raccoon with the envelope, you've got the cat almost with open arms ready to give you a hug. So
that's
you know,
it. There's
many
loads
options.
of different
Many
options. This stamp set, the big hugs one with the little like the little guinea pigs on it, I think that one's a really good one to mix with this, because they're having a little hug. And they also, that could be mother and daughter, that could be father and son. You know, that you could really make that work with your sentiments.
That's the little A7 stamp
That's an A7
set, isn't it?
stamp
Yeah, so that's
set,
only $4.95. So, like we said earlier, if you wanted to top your basket up, I'll put the link in the chat. But you know, add the stamp and coordinating die set. You've got an extra, what, I don't know, 12, 13 quid on top there. You've almost reached free shipping, haven't you?
That's
so
it.
Chuck an ink in there, maybe a blender brush or two. Jobs are good.
Look at you topping up everybody's baskets. This one here, I've ink blended my background onto the mint julep cardstock, and then I've heat embossed the sentiment mum several times, and then I've also cut out the mum sentiment, which is the individual sentiment die, and I've layered that up with the "You were right about everything," and you can see there that I've used the coordinating die to cut out that sentiment, which works really, really well. And then this one is the Got It From My Mama, which, like I say, is my favourite sentiment. I absolutely love this one.
You kind of have to say it like that as well.
Yeah.
My mama.
Got it from my mama.
Got it from my mama.
And that has been laid up on the pink glittered embossed background. So I've sprinkled that all over my background and set that, and that's given me that glittery background, which is really, really cool. I've cut out my my foliage and I've inked that up with the shaded lilac ink, and I've done a bit of smooshing in the background.
We've got someone else doing some smooshing, I think.
Somebody else
who
smooshing
was it?
tonight?
Was it Laura? I can't remember. I definitely saw somebody say that they were smooshing.
They were smooshing. We love a bit of smooshing. And this one, and it's going to be tough for you to see if I move it around. This one, I've used that new silver sparkle in the background to give it some shimmer. So it's actually a clear shimmer, but it's got silver sparkle to it. So it won't colour your cardstock, but it will add that silvery sheen to it.
Shimmer.
Yeah, but it's shimmer.
Away.
Shimmery shimmer.
Everybody sat there just like shaking their shoulders like Ricky Martin living a vida loca.
You do what makes you feel good, hon.
Let me just tell you about a couple of comments we've got.
Ahead.
So Laura Ann says, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight thinking about what I want in my order.
Oh, wow.
Claire Harrison, I do need them stamps. So many ideas already.
I know, there's just so many.
Alison Pendlebury Brown loves a shimmer spray, as does Natalia Neela. Michael Cooley asks, is this kit going to be on TV? No, it's not. It's just exclusive to our own website.
To us, yes. So, and like I said, they are limited numbers. So if you do want it, do grab it while it's there. You will still be able to buy the items individually while stocks last, obviously, but this is exclusive to us.
Yeah. It's something that we've wanted to do for a while as well, you know, really. We've seen other people do it and we thought, why can't we do that? You know, put together a little kit and it just gives you little samples of everything that we use as well, without you having to buy the full packs of stuff and things like that. It's a little taste.
That's it. And you might then think, oh, that's something that I've not tried before or I've not been sure about, and then you know, then you hopefully you will be hooked by it.
Alison Chelsea says, OMG, overnight bank raid needed. Let's go, tea timers.
They've got a little heist club going.
Yeah, I think Julie's also on the bank heist.
Yeah, they're planning a bank heist.
Jason Tooley asks, I want it all. Do you take a kidney or two as payment? Afraid not. No, do not send us any body parts in the post, please. No.
And even I wouldn't take chocolate, although, you know.
No. Well, would I?
If it was his business, he probably would.
No. Maybe not through the post, but if you see me at a show, definitely.
You'll be bribed with chocolate.
I can or cannot confirm if I can be bribed by chocolate or not. So.
Right, let me show this card. Let me talk about this card for a minute. Hold fire with all of the questions for a moment, because I just want to show you this. Now, I've totally stolen this idea from one of the design team, Natalie, who did this, and it's such a clever idea. What she's done, I've got loads of little die cuts here that I've been playing with, but I'll just show you what she's done. She's actually cut her dies out of foam, out of the fun foam. So it's about 2 mil thick, maybe just over 1 mil thick, mine, and it's I've then attached it with some pixie spray or so it needs to be a non-permanent adhesive. So it needs to be a removable adhesive to attach it to your block, to your acrylic block. So just attach it to a normal acrylic block, and then I've used it as a stamp. And that's how I've created this background, which I think is just really, really awesome. And then I've just used the sentiment from the set. Thanks, Mom, for always being there. Added a bit of twine and some sequins, and jobs are good. And I just think that's such a cool idea. And thank you to Natalie for that inspiration, because I would never have thought of doing that. So
lots of love for them cards. People loving the colours, loving the way that you've done it, loving the shimmer sprays.
Fabulous.
Alison Penbury Brown's got an ex-boyfriend that used to call his mum Mom.
Ah, right.
She's English and still calls her mum Mam.
Mam. That's it. Yeah, Mam's is a very English term, isn't it, Mam?
Yeah. I've got a pal that calls his dad by his actual name, and I just find it the strangest
That's weird.
thing.
Yeah, that is quite strange. I can't imagine calling my dad Alan.
Yeah, I've got a dad and a stepdad, and I call my stepdad by his name, but I've never called my dad by his name.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But some, you know, each to their own. So I'm just going to show you these 2 cards now. So these 2 cards are nothing to do with the kit, but they are to do with our shimmer spray. So just a couple of words about your shimmer spray before we move on to some actual crafting, which I'm sure you're all dying to see. And I've got too many ideas and I don't actually know where to begin.
We're over half an hour in, we've not done a single bit of crafting.
we've not done a single bit of crafting yet.
Is everybody too excited over the kits though, or what?
I think so.
I'm excited.
So, your Aquatini looks blue.
Aquatini. How did you come up with that one?
Because it's aqua, isn't it?
And just stuck teeny on the
end. Yeah, stuck teeny. Because
it's
like a martini.
Like a martini. No,
exactly. So, it looks blue in the actual bottle, but it's not. It comes out this beautiful teal colour. Now what you have to do is give it a really good mix around, a real good mix, so that all of that in the bottom, which looks like sediment but is actually mica, which is a shimmery powder that mixes with the rest of the liquid in there and makes it shimmery. So this is what you're going to get when you spray it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera.
It's almost like them gins that they've got like a shimmer in them.
Yes.
I see them all on like they're super. I don't drink gin, but I see them and I always have to pick them up and give them a shake. They're always called like Mystical Unicorn or Rainbow or
Well,
princess dust or something like that.
I should have had you to help me name these things.
Well, apparently I only do rude ones.
Well, you do normally, yes. And then the other one that we've got is the Fizzy Flamingo. So again, it looks really quite red in the bottle, but that's because all the sediment has kind of settled at the bottom. But when you mix that together, it looks almost orange, a bit more coral in colour. But don't be worried, because when it sprays, it will look like this. And look at the shimmer on there. Isn't that cool? It's really cool. And stretching over the top of the PC to see if we can see it. So really, really cool. And you can create some really pretty effects with that. And you can mix it with your inks, like I have done with, where's that one gone?
I love that. It looks like the windows when they've been rained on and it's dried.
What does?
That shimmer on that
That
card.
shimmer, does it?
Yeah. You know, sometimes when the rain, it's got like a bit of dust in it.
Yeah.
Or the dust dries on the raindrops and then...
And it looks all sparkly.
Yeah. Which is not a good look for your house, by the way.
No, but
it's a good look for a card.
For a card. So you've got the clear sparkle, which is the one that I've added over the top there of the my ink smooshed background. And then these two have been coloured purely with the inks, so you can see that they leave like this kind of distressed kind of look, but you can also paint with them. So once you've mixed that mica together, you can also paint with them if you want, and you could smoosh with them.
Smoosh all you like.
Smoosh away.
Smoosh till your heart's content.
So let's put all of these goodies away, because we need to get on with some crafting now, don't we?
Yeah, so just a recap of the actual kit itself. Correct me when I'm wrong. So you get a coordinating stamp and die.
Yep.
You get 3 standalone dies.
Yep.
You get 4 pieces of 160 GSM coloured card.
Correct.
You get 1 piece of 200 GSM super smooth white card.
Yep.
You get 2 paper blanks, card blanks.
Yep, 1 in pink and 1 in white.
You get 3 envelopes.
2 envelopes.
2 envelopes. How many papers?
6.
6 papers taken from the Spring Blooms.
No, from the Rainbow Brights.
Rainbow Brights paper kit.
Yeah, they gave something away there, didn't they?
No. You also get a little mini distress ink.
Correct.
You get a little pot of embossing powder.
Yep.
Tea bag. Inspiration / content sheet. And also a little squeezable tube of stickles.
Squeezable tube.
Is there anything that I've missed off there?
No, I think you've got everything there. Well done.
Well, check me out.
So I'm going to pop this all back in its box.
And all of that is £39.95.
Bargain.
Bargain. But if you were to buy it all separately, it'd be over 64
it'd
quid.
be about £65, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand that to you, Anthony, to look after for a moment, if you wouldn't mind, because I have got some of those bits and bobs here, ones that I've already played with, and that are not in the nice packaging that the rest is.
So lots and lots of love for those cards. Lots of people loving them. Beautiful cards. OMG,
thank you
this
so
bunny
much.
card is the cutest. Beautiful colours. Jason Tooley says, best kit out there for sure.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
Yeah, lots of people loving that. I think there's getting a general feel of excitement.
General feel of
For
excitement.
tomorrow. How many people have set their alarm for 8 o'clock? Well, 5 to 8 tomorrow. So you get yourself a cup of tea, sit down at your computer and get your order in.
Oh, right. I feel like
Julie Hutchins super excited with 1,000 exclamation marks after.
1,000
I
exclamation.
may have exaggerated there.
What I'm thinking of doing some ink smooshing.
Alison Jane Green says she loves the size of those stamps, and I think she's dead right, because they are just, if you wanted to just put the sentiments on a card without any fuss, no critters, not too much going on in the background, you can just get away with it, can't you? It's just
Yeah.
nicely, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, dear.
Not
What's
tight.
what's
not
the?
tight,
He's
like,
doing this with his hands at the moment.
not
You can't
tight,
see.
like
You can't
scripted.
see him.
Nice scripts.
Fonts.
Fonts. Yes.
Fonts, is that
nice
the word you were looking
Yeah,
for?
something like that. Laura Ann says she's up at 6 a.m. anyways.
Well, hey.
Kids go on school bus at 8, so we'll have the site loaded, ready to go as soon as she's
Loaded.
waved them off. I can see Laura Ann
Locked.
kicking them out the door at 5
Locked
to 8
and
tomorrow.
loaded.
Go on, get yourself off. Shawnee says, and it's payday tomorrow for her. Simon Williamson has joined us. He says, sorry I'm late. No problem, Simon.
No problem. No problem at all. I'm having a ponder in my brain at the moment to think how the best way to do this is. Because normally I wouldn't die cut after I've heat embossed, but I might try it as an experiment. Because I want this to be glittery, and it's a little bit more of a fiddly kind of a Oh, right. We're gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna cut it in foam. I'm gonna do an experiment.
We're gonna have an experiment.
Yes, I've got an idea in my head of what I want to happen. You can see I've already cut out all of my little bits. The other thing you could do is you could cut out all of those, I was thinking, into a pattern and make your own stencil out of them, and then you could ink blend through it. That'd be quite cool. Right, I'm going to make a noise now as I use the Gemini, which is the loudest die-cutting machine ever. At least on our lines it is anyway. I need an A2 size card base, because that's what you guys are all going to be having in your kits. So I'm going to get my A2 size card base. And we do have, you could cut this down with a trimmer if you wanted to, but I prefer to use my, go on, speak with your mouth. my dies, my nesting dies.
Oh, Julie Hutchins says I've got to be out at 8:30 to do the school run, so she'll have to order before. Looks like they might be late for school then.
Yes. So what size do I want it? Do I want it that size? Mind you, I need to make sure that it's gonna, could be a side, we could do a side fold stitch. Let's do a side. Yeah, because it's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Melissa Demonique says
Hello,
that
Melissa
the Gemini is much noisier than Tim Holt's Vagabond.
Oh, the Vagabond.
Vagabond.
The Vagabond. That made it sound very posh. Yes, the Vagabond. I've heard of the Vagabond. It's quite a beast looking, the Vagabond. It is definitely. Right, so I've now got my, how am I going to stick this? I'm going to keep it all together, and then I'm going to use some of my spray adhesive under my desk. So I've got my little box under here that is my little spray box. So excuse me while I just go under my desk. Oh, and then I'm going to use some of my, this is my stick and spray, which is a temporary adhesive. And again, like I say, we are totally making this up, so this could fail, but you guys will bear with me, won't you? Make sure I've got this the right way around. Oh, I have. Well, I'm quite clever for once. Oh, scraped it against the wall there, and some of mine. Right.
I don't know why I bother painting
I
and
don't know
decorating.
why I bother. Right, so we're just going to spray that on there. And give it a few seconds to activate. Oh, it smells a bit. You should be in a ventilated room, so we're going to be high as kites by the end of this. And I'm going to pop my panel through the die-cutting machine as well now, while that's just sorting itself out. And then we'll also put another panel. I don't like that. That looks like not my good cardstock. Where's my good cardstock? Got some nice pieces of our super smooth here. I just need to make sure that they're big enough. We're going to do a bit of smooshing. A bit of smooshing. And it's my version of smooshing. I'm sure everybody's version of smooshing is slightly different.
Alice Gadney's finished smooshing. She says it looks retro. Now she can watch you.
She's finished some smooshing.
Simon says that he likes how your card coordinates with your jumper.
With my jumper, it does, doesn't it? And that's totally by accident.
It's not. You said earlier I'm going to wear pink, so it coordinates with my card.
You tell such fibs, don't you?
And also the nails are pink. Joe's bottoms are pink.
Not my bottom. Not my bottom.
No, definitely not.
Like one of those, what are they? Those monkeys with that very pink bottoms.
A baboon?
A baboon, yeah. Like a baboon's bottom.
No, definitely.
Definitely not.
No.
No, he says. No.
It's not an attractive bottom.
It's not, is it? No. Right, so I'm going to pop my other panel through. Again, I'm just making this up. I'm not really quite sure what I'm doing at this point. But I'm sure it'll all come together.
Yeah, well, you promised me you'll be done by 9:30 tonight, so...
We'll see.
No messing.
No messing. Might not smoosh.
Yeah. For anybody that's joined us a little bit later, I know Simon, you may have missed it, but this is taken from our new Spring Blooms kit, which will be available from tomorrow morning at 8 AM for £39.95. All the details can be found further up in the chat, but we will summarise at the end.
We will. Right, so I've changed my mind. I know what I'm going to do.
I'm losing my mind.
I think I know what I'm going to do, but you know, it'll be fine. I was going to use some of the shaded lilac, but I've changed my mind because I'm actually going to use the pink embossing powder in the centre for my sentiment, if I can get the sentiment to work, and I'm then also going to do some smooshing with our new Fizzy Flamingo. So I'm going to use this as a smoosher rather than a sprayer.
Brilliant.
I think. We'll see.
Well.
Let's see. Let's see if it works.
Fizzy Flamingo.
Fizzy Flamingo. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take that out of my box, and I'm going to have to pop this. I don't know whether to spray it in the box or spray it on my. I want to do it more as a smoosh than a spray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you though?
Yeah, well, you need it wet to be able to smoosh it, don't you?
Yeah, so let me have a think. Let me think. Because obviously I can't spray it, otherwise it'll spray everywhere. So I'm going to take the top off. I've shaken it up, and you shake from side to side. Don't shake up and down because you may get the shimmer and the mica up your nozzle.
You don't want a blocked nozzle.
You don't want a blocked nozzle. So I'm popping my...
We cannot be held responsible for blocked nozzles.
We can't. So I'm popping my brush into the pot, and then I'm just smooshing it onto this glass block or plastic block. And then I'm going to do my smooshing. So I'm just laying my cardstock over the top of that.
Is smooshing, is it a combination of words put together, or is it just made up for craft industry?
It's just made up for us, really.
Right.
Now I'm thinking that maybe my, because my cardstock isn't watercolour cardstock, that's pilled slightly. So that may have not given me the look that I really wanted. So, but don't worry, because we can still do it with another piece of cardstock. What is that? I'm not using that for anything, am I? No. So let's try this one. So that's the only thing that you perhaps need to just be aware of, is that if you're not using a cardstock that can support a lot of water, because this has got quite a lot of liquid in it, you may have a bit of an issue with that. So let's try this one. This one I might be better off using actual watercolour cardstock for this, but let's just give it a try. And I'll try not to pop quite so much on this time.
Anisha asks, how did you come up with the name Time for Tea?
Oh, we've not been asked that for a while, have we?
No, I can tell them.
Go on then, go ahead.
So, one day, Joe was off work.
One day?
With a bout of illness.
No, this is how Time for Tea started, not why we called Time for Tea.
Yeah, so...
That was the actual question. Come on now.
It's very, very simple, really.
It's very, very simple.
Joe started the business many years ago, and it was just rubber stamping at that point, nothing else. None of this sexy stuff you're seeing right now. It's just rubber stamping.
It was actually digi-stamping to start.
Oh, was it digi-stamping to start with? Wow.
So not even, any physical stamps at that time.
And you were drawing like whimsical characters, weren't you? So
yes.
they were mostly girls, and basically, she loves tea.
Bye, Jenny.
And that is it really. And then as it's developed over the years, we opened a tea shop, which we thought was somewhere between a coffee shop and a tea room. Not quite as quaint as a tea room, but we're both massive tea lovers. I drink Earl Grey, Joe drinks Yorkshire tea, so we didn't want to call ourselves a coffee shop, so we went with tea shop and we called it Time for Tea. And then as we've sold that, just kind of kept the name going really, and we're lucky really now, because I think if we tried to rebrand or call it a different name, then we wouldn't have as many followers as we do, and we won't have the tea timers. So
yeah, which Simon he penned. They came up with the name Tea Timers. So that's quite cool. I'm quite liking that. So I've mixed that with some of the shaded lilac. And so now we've got this kind of marble, almost a marbled effect. I'm just showing Anthony because he can't see it. Well, he can really, because he can look at the screen, can't you?
Wunderbar.
I can't see anything.
Why is it
so
frozen?
yeah, it's frozen on me. But that's looking really quite cool. So I'm quite happy with that as a like I say, it looks almost marbled. Marbled.
Like Rocky Road chocolate.
Yes. So
that's a marble effect.
This is my my foam, and I've got my acrylic block, and it's got the Pixie spray on it. So now I'm going to try my best to poke this through and see if it sticks to my acrylic block. Obviously the rest of it's going to want to stick because it's all got the spray on, but I'm hoping I can prise the rest of it off for my experiment that may go horribly wrong, but you've got to try these things, haven't you?
Alison Chelsea says we need a name for our little ones that love crafting. We thought teaspoons.
Oh, that's too cute.
Which is very, very cute.
That is too
Very
cute.
cute.
I do like that a lot. I feel like I might have to cut this down a little bit because it's too big.
Claire Harrison says, "Oh, I love this. It reminds me of." Oh, it's just going off.
Oh.
Reminds me of Chip from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, that's cute. Chips are little
Chippity Chip.
little teacups, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, just gonna chip. I'm gonna chop, not chip. Chips in my little chips in my head now. So I'm doing a little bit of experimenting here. This doesn't feel like it's sticking to my block enough, but
What about if you use not your pokey tool, but that other thing?
that other thing.
Yeah, it's got like it's green on one end and plastic on the other.
Yes, I know what you mean.
What if you use
It's
that
almost
to hold
got a
it
little
down?
pokey tool.
I don't know what
It's
you
I think it's all right. It's just getting the little fiddly bits out of the middle. You see, I keep pulling it up, but I can reposition it. It's fine, but it doesn't feel that sticky anymore. don't want it to fall off my block when I'm going to be stamping with it. Do you know what I mean?
What about if you just do a couple of strips of double-sided sticky tape?
Well, the thing is, it's
runner tape.
It's permanent, you see. I mean, I can get it off, so we may have to do that because, like you say, I don't want it to come off, and it doesn't feel like it's sticking. But we shall see. Jackie
asks, do you sell that foam in the shop?
Unfortunately not, because I haven't been able to find any that I can, you know, locate at a reasonable enough price, I'm afraid. So mine, I think I've just got probably off Amazon, I think, more than likely. So I might have to do as Anthony suggested and use my tape runner.
Don't forget the A's as well.
Huh?
Don't forget the things out of the A's.
The things out of the A's, I've got those. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, you're a little bit behind, aren't you? So yes, I got them.
I'm a little bit slow.
Well, I didn't like to say.
Oh.
So yeah, so I may have to use my tape runner because the spray adhesive may not have got to all of the little nooks and crannies that I needed it to. And I think I've lost my little dot over the eye, but that's okay. We can improvise that.
You could make that a little sequin or something. Or a dab of the old stickle. Or the other one.
Of the old stickle.
What's the other one? Not stickle. Glossy accent?
Yes. Yes.
Could
use the stickles though. The stickles would be a great idea. Wow.
Anyone would think that I'm a true crafter.
You are a true crafter. Right then, so now I've forgotten what I was doing. Right, so that's my top bit, that's my bottom bit. Right, okay. I know what I'm doing now. We're all right.
When you stamp that, it's going to be the wrong way around.
Why is it? Won't it? Will it? Is it? Oh, you've confused me now.
Yeah, when you stamp that down, it's going to be the wrong way around.
Is
isn't
it?
But turn it the other way. That's the way you're going to stamp it.
It's going to be back to front.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it needs to be back to front on my thing, doesn't it? Does it?
Yeah, it needs to be back to front on your block.
Does it?
Yes, and you ink it and then you stamp it straight.
Oh my goodness, it's a good job you said that. I'm so confused.
Yeah, you need it back to front on your block.
It needs to be back to front on my block so that it's the right way around.
Right, yeah.
So it would I be stamping it like that? Oh, I'm confused. We may have to just abandon this whole idea because I'm too confused by it.
Yeah, but so if you put them straight on there and then put your block on it and see which way it picks it up, picks up the other way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I'm too confused. And now I can't figure out how it lines up now. Oh, there it is. That must be...
Yeah, Laura Ann says you need to stick it back to front.
Back to front, yes.
Melissa says you have to mirror it.
Yes, you see, everybody knows but me. But it's a good job you said that, Anthony.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how I'm going to get it to stick. So it's definitely lost its sticky.
Well, yeah.
Right, so...
Why don't you tape up your block and then push it onto that?
I think I might have been better just heat embossing onto the cardstock.
Yeah.
but I was worried. My reason. So this is what we do. You see, we have to experiment, don't we? So my worry was that I was going to squash my heat embossing, but we'll see. Anthony's right. But what are you saying to me? Yeah. Okay. So I think we might have to do that instead. Anthony's just nipped out. So yes, you're all telling me that I'm daft and I need to mirror it. Of course I need to mirror it. But I don't know how I'm going to get that to stick because this is a bit of an intricate kind of a sentiment. But my worry was that I was going to squash my heat embossing, which I really don't want to do. And to heat emboss it once you've cut it out is really, really tricky. So this is my concern, as you can imagine. So shall we persevere with it, or shall we just cut it out and heat emboss it? What do you think? I'm torn as to continue with the nightmare. I think we're going to pop that to one side because I think it's not going to work for us, is it? No. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat emboss some cardstock with the pink sparkle, and we'll try die cutting it because that could work for us. So I'm going to pop that to one side for now, and I'm going to get some of my pink cardstock, and I'm going to get some of my embossing ink, and I'm just going to rub it all across my pink cardstock. Anthony's back in the room.
Lots of people saying, "Don't worry, this is how we
Yeah,
learn,
this is
do
how
it
I know. I'm just
live."
doing it live. It was an experiment anyway. I knew it was going to be an experiment. So
This is a thing with live.
I
video.
know. I had an idea. It didn't work. It didn't pay off. But you know, sometimes you have to try these things.
You have to make mistakes to learn from them.
You do. So I'm hoping I've put enough ink on here now to cover our sentiment, but that looks like that's a good amount. Oh, that's perfect actually. So, and I mean, how pretty is that pink sparkle? It is so pretty. So just lay that down. We'll retrieve this. Trying a few different things.
I love it.
We're getting a bit glittery. And Ant wonders why there's glitter everywhere.
No, I don't wonder. I know exactly why.
And I'm going to get my heat tool.
I had a bloody bead stuck to me foot.
You did
earlier.
have a glass bead, didn't you, stuck to you? A dewdrop. So, Lauren says mistakes are proof that I'm trying, and that's what she tells the kids at school when they're annoying her. Right, so we're going to heat emboss this from underneath so all my glitter doesn't blow away. I'm going to get a really nice sparkle going. And try not to burn my fingers in the process and melt my false nails. A few little bits there. Now we've got some pink glitteriness, which is super sparkly. I hope you can see the sparkle, which is very cool. I'll just wipe some of that sparkle. Now I'm going to let that dry a little bit because it's. I don't want to, like I say, I don't want to pop it through the die cutting machine and get everything squished. So we'll pop that to one side. And this is almost dried, but could probably do with a bit of heat to it. But it's super shimmery. It's got some beautiful sparkle to it.
You still got a picture?
It's I'm a bit behind, but yeah.
I've just lost connection.
Have you lost connection?
I'm gonna pop sometimes.
It's not very clear, the picture at my side. I hope it is where you are. Right then, so that's a lovely shimmery background. I absolutely love that. So, and I need to cut that down to the same size that we had before, which I think was the third size down. Yes, it was. So I'm going to select the bit that I like the most, which I think is that portion, and cut that out there. This is going to look lovely, you know, for some of your other cover plate dies as well, this technique. So yeah, absolutely have a look you know, at doing this this technique for some of your other dyes. They're really cool. What a, can't hear what I'm saying, so I'll wait. It's too noisy. It's a bit too noisy. But what I was also going to say is that your flowers would look really nice cut out of this as well. That'd make for a really nice effect if you were to cut some of your flowers and your foliage out of a smooshed background like this. It'd look very cool. So let's take that out of there. Yes, that's very pretty. And let's see how this is getting on. Do we dare pop it through the machine? Let's see what happens, shall we? See what happens. Fingers crossed that it stays nice and glittery. What are you saying? Oh, Rosie's out the window.
I lost connection, I can't get back in.
Oh, can you not get back on? Is it the internet has gone? Sometimes if you disconnect and connect it back up again, it works.
Yeah, it's disconnected itself.
If you click on the world, have you done that?
Oh, wait, leave it with me.
Leave it with you. I can just about see what's going on. So let's see what's happened here. That's all die cut anyway, die cut beautifully. But let's see if the shimmer has stayed in place. I think it will have, you know. It's looking good from what I can see. So I'm just going to use the little notches that are in the die that'll help you pop it out. I don't really like to do the whole smashing it on the table business, especially when it's got pretty glitter on it. So that's my little tittle there. I don't want to lose that. And oh yeah, I think it's survived pretty well actually. So I should have just gone for it. I shouldn't have second guessed myself. Oh, where does that unhook itself? There we go. You still having trouble, hon?
Yeah.
Oh no. It's the bane of our lives is the internet and the my computer. I've been having all kinds of issues with my computer, let me tell you, but hopefully a friend is going to help me fix it tomorrow, because I am about to just go mad. So I've now got my piece here, and I'm going to line up the outline die, and this is where hopefully it's all going to start making a bit of sense what I'm doing, because at the moment it looks like I don't actually know what I'm doing, which is probably true. But there is some sort of method in my madness. Life crafting, folks, that's what it's all about. Sentiment here as well. So, are you having to look on, get it on your phone now?
Yeah.
That's annoying, isn't it? So let's take that, scent a bit out, and then we're going to have our sentiment on the inside of here. So what I'm going to do, just so things don't move around too much, I'm going to use a little bit of my low tack tape as a hinge so that I can keep the top bit in place, and then we can add our sentiment back in the middle here. Does that make sense? So I've got an M and the F. I think that looks really, really pretty. I like. Okay, so where's my little... So we're going to use a bit of liquid glue for this because I think this is going to be the easiest thing, and I don't want to lose my little my tittle, and I might have to use my tweezers as well. So let me just grab some of this. Claire says she's going to have to go. Don't worry, it will be repaired for...
Yeah, so Claire's got a leak.
Oh,
and
no.
her husband had nipped to B&Q, so she's going to have to go to become chief tool passer now.
All right, because you've got your you've got repairs to make. Oh no.
Repairs to do.
Well, good luck with it. I hope it's okay. Yeah, we've got someone coming to help me with my PC issues tomorrow, haven't we?
Yes. Hopefully
he will be able to fix us.
Fix everything.
Because it's been the computer's nearly gone out the window a couple of times this week, to be honest with you. Oh, hello. That's I don't know if you could pick up that creaking like somebody was coming out of a coffin or something. But that is actually our kitchen door that makes the most unearthly creaking sound. Okay, so that must mean the cat has gone in there.
Yeah, Rosie's in.
Is she in? Bless her. So yeah, Michael normally asks about the whereabouts of Rosie, so
Yeah,
she's safely indoors now, Michael. Safely indoors. So right, so we've got so we're just doing a bit of piecing of this sentiment together, which is really quite easy to do, especially with the outline, because it shows you exactly where everything needs to be, and everything really links together. So it's very cool, and I'm glad we did that heat embossing, because I do think that this this pink glitter is so pretty. It's very much got a bit of a unicorn feel to it actually, and so
Yeah.
Your mystical unicorn or whatever you were going to call it.
Oh no, I was just saying about the different
the
gins
gins.
that have the
I know,
sparkle in.
That would have been a good name for
Francesca's leaving as well. She says, I've got to go. Night, everyone. Night, Francesca. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And I hope you can, hope you with us tomorrow. Lots of exciting products on this website tomorrow that I couldn't even remember them all or list them all. So we're just
Lots and lots of exciting products.
lots
coming tomorrow.
and lots of things.
And the Spring Blooms kit.
Yeah. And the Spring Blooms kit, I should also mention, will go with future releases. So we have releases coming up end of March and April that you will be able to use this kit with as well. So everything will coordinate with future releases really well. So that's I'm liking that. I think that looks pretty cool. So where's my card base gone? So that's my card base. Yes, I think that's looking quite cool, isn't it? So we can remove this now, because I'm going to give this a bit of dimension on the front. So I'm going to use some of my foam tape, and I am inclined to think, let me see if I get some more of this pink souffle cardstock. Well, I've got two pieces there. And actually, whether it might have looked better on the pink card base, or is that a bit too pink? Just a bit too much pink, maybe.
Yeah, too much.
Too much pink, isn't it? Maybe the purple. So what I should do really is use my little swatches here, because these swatches, these cardstock swatches that I made up, are actually quite good for being able to see if something's going to work together or not. And maybe, no, I don't want it to be dark, I want it to still be really quite girly, I think. So the other alternative would be to use the lilac, but I quite like the clean look of the white, so we'll leave it as white for the moment. I think that will be good. And then, so let's have a think about this, because I think it does need a little touch of something, and it could be that we add in some of our blooms. Where did I put those? There we go. So some of our blooms would look really pretty on here, I think. Oh, look at all of these here that I've got. All stuck to me. So here are a few that I'd already cut out and not used on a previous project, so we can see actually how would they look on here. So just a little bit of colour, or it's quite sweet, isn't it? Or we could just go with some strips of our matching cardstock here and leave the blooms. Let's put them back in there. What's happening, Anthony? Have you managed to get on?
No, computer's not working.
No, computer says no.
Yeah. Angie McChesney's joined us. Says, "Oh
Hello,
my
Angie.
word, I am so late. I'm really bad."
You're
I'll have to
not
catch
really
up
bad.
tomorrow.
Yes, that's it. You can catch up, and the replay will be available after this, and I'll upload it to YouTube as soon as I can. So I'm thinking that maybe let's have a look as well if we could have an extra sentiment. I think maybe the Happy Mother's Day
Perfect.
in the middle would be good, wouldn't it? But I don't think there's room for it necessarily on the outside.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to cut some strips of these hearts, because I think these are really pretty, and maybe layer those on the front. So where's my the Be Kind Be You set has this little border die in there, and I think that would be the perfect size because we don't have a great deal of room here. So I'm going to cut that out of here and see what that looks like. And I have
Lindsay
got-
Turner says, "I Turned Out Awesome would look fab too."
Yeah, I Turned Out Awesome would be a good one, wouldn't it? Yes, definitely. We can do that one. Let's pop these through and see what these look like. Let's do the I Turned Out Awesome. Yeah, the I Turned Out Awesome's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It turned out awesome. So cookie emboss that on some black, or we could pop that in the middle. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it needs to be 2 different colours, doesn't it? I think. Definitely. And I'm thinking that the I Turned Out Awesome would look really good. So let's just save these banners, because I think the banners do look kind of cool. Obviously that's the wrong colour on the back there, but yeah, we'll save those. Oh, getting getting all kinds of different ideas here. So many
I can
ideas.
certainly tell that you've not planned this one out.
No, yeah, I can see you're getting frustrated with me. It's putting me under pressure. I'm feeling dead panicked.
How am I getting frustrated? I'm sat over side of the table. What are you on about?
No, I just mean that you're like, oh, what's happening?
I'm trying to sort this computer out.
Oh, are you? Oh no. Right, I've got a piece of bit of off-cut of black cardstock. Yeah, I'm feeling under pressure now.
Well, that's the pressure that you put yourself under, isn't it?
So where's my
The whole point of crafting is to just go with the flow, try things out.
So I'm going to use some of my anti-static bag here now, just to rub over. There, and that will prevent any of my embossing ink getting everywhere, hopefully. So I'm just going to use a clean brush to rub off the excess there. And let's get my sentiment and pop that on there.
Alice Gadney says, "Oh my, how addictive is smooshing."
It's so addictive, isn't
now
it?
on Idea a Million.
Smooshing is so addictive. It is very true. Right, let's pop that.
Got to make sure you got the right card to be able to
Yes,
smoosh.
that's it. You need something that can take a bit of water. That is definitely a top tip.
Top tip.
Top tip. So the super smooth that is included in the kit definitely took the water better than the coloured cardstock. So that's just something to note for if you're going to be doing any of your own smooshing. So did I yeah, I've got a piece of paper here that I've already used for my heat embossing. So we'll use this, and just need to move my screen a little bit so I can get my embossing powder. So another new item that will be in the shop tomorrow is this Glacier White Super Ultra Fine White Embossing Powder. And this I really like because it is, like it says, ultra fine. So it is really good for sentiments. And you can see there that it is really taken to that ink. So that any excess bits that are just kind of around the outside, and they might be just some of my anti-static powder as well. So I'm just going to brush that away.
Would you say that embossing is up there with like one of your favourite crafting methods?
Definitely.
You love embossing.
I do
so you
love.
do it all the
I
time.
know it's one of the things that I do for every live, pretty much, isn't it? We do a bit of heat embossing on black. I normally do some Copic colouring, so this is you know, different for me. I don't I normally do a bit of colouring in, and we're not doing any colouring in today. But I do some ink blending or playing with my inks, which we've done. So that's kind of a go-to thing. So that's why I've tried to get in the shop anything that, you know, I use a lot of, or that I demonstrate with a lot, because you know, you might be watching and thinking, well, that's all very well, but where do I get it from? So
Yeah.
hopefully then, you know, you've got everything you need.
One-stop shop, isn't it?
Yeah. So let me just be noisy for a second. Melissa says she likes watching the embossing melt. Yes, I do. It never gets old. Never gets old. So, is anybody else crafting tonight? What are you all up to? Hopefully you can see this melting. Hope I've got a good enough...
Yeah, Melissa likes to watch the embossing melt. Laura Ann says that she bought embossing stuff loads of years ago, did a bit, then left it. This past year she's been back to it.
Yes,
Probably
I love
partly
it.
to watching Time for Tea.
That's it. Yeah, you can't get away with it with me, can you? Because I do it all the time. So I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, because I don't want it to smudge it when I touch it, which is, you know, very much me. So while that's going together, I'm thinking that this is going to be quite a nice, clean and simple card.
Clean and simple.
Clean and simple.
Lucy says she loves the font on that one. Jessica Brumby, always craft Thursday, stamping and colouring for a shaker card.
Yes.
Julie Hutchins says, I've been crafting today, not tonight though, did heat embossing earlier and ink blending.
Yay! See, we all love a bit of heat embossing and a bit of ink blending.
It's worth actually mentioning that I've been absolutely loving people's posts about the pimped out craft desks and craft areas.
Yeah, that's
with
been
the
really
Nail Blender
cool.
brush caddy. Look, they look absolutely amazing.
They do. That has been so cool, and there's definitely been an increase in people posting pictures that have too many P's in that sentence.
People posting pictures.
People posting pictures of their creations, and there's been some fabulous examples on the Friends page. Definitely,
Fabulous, darling.
being a lot more lately. And I know I may not always get time to comment on them all, and sometimes I don't see them all because there have been just so many lately. So I do apologise if I've missed any that you've posted, but I know that there's been some amazing ones on there.
There's some right good looking ones. Laura Ann's constructed 2 Mother's Day cards.
Yay.
She was working on, now she's blending some backgrounds for some more. Claire Brumby is making flowers tonight, but now wants to heat emboss. Alison Pendlebury Brown is making another Friends themed card for a friend. Lol. Laura Ann, lots of moverless cows too. I am needing to buy that set.
Yes, there's been lots of moverless examples. It's a very cool set, that, I must admit. I think one of the first cards you made was with the moverless set.
I think it was, yeah.
When we were at a show.
Yeah. I did some live demoing.
You did. We're going to have to get you back live demoing now.
Proving that even amateurs can do it.
Yeah, we need to get you on board.
Not very well.
No, you did awesome. I've got a card behind me of a little troll that you did for me.
Yeah, that was you, that troll.
Oh. It's cute. It's a cute troll, so I don't mind.
Oh.
Okay, so now I'm going to do my... Sorry if my head's in view and you can see any of my grey hairs. It's COVID, I'm afraid. COVID cuts.
I know, right? Telling me. I'm ready for a trim.
Why does that feel like it's wonk on the wonk?
Right in the way, that head.
Is it? It is right in the way, isn't it? I had to get over the top of it though to line it up, even though I've still managed to get it a little bit on the wonk, but you're going to forgive me for that because we're on live TV. So now my sentiment has dried a little bit. I'm going to rub over it with my Mag Fab Plus, and that will just brighten that up a little bit, which is so cool. And then I'm going to cut this out. So I think that might be a little bit too short, but I think there might be. Is there a die for this one? Let's have a look.
Julie Hutchins says she put a pic up of a few cars she'd been making on Crafting with All Brands earlier this week, and the brush holder was in the pic.
Oh,
Others
that's cool.
were asking where she got it from, so she obviously told them where to get the brushes.
Oh, thank you. I will be crafting together with All Brands on Sunday evening, if anybody is interested. I will be making something else probably with this kit because, like I say, I've got so many different ideas for it that it would be a shame not to, you know, do them. Even if they are an experiment and they might go wrong, we don't mind. But it's coming together now, so we're all right. Like I say, I feel like I've got that a little bit on the wall, but please forgive me.
It's made. It's handmade.
It's handmade.
Handmade.
I'm not keeping up with the comments.
Yeah, so Laura Ann says that her kids went back to school on Monday. She had to cut her boy's hair last weekend. 3 times she was back cutting bits off. So she's ready to shave hers off now, way too long.
Yes.
So I just said, was she planning a full
planning on
Britney?
doing a full Britney.
Don't do it.
I like that. That looks really good. It turned out awesome, and I like the fact that the sentiment dies cut right round the sentiment, rather than you having to do necessarily a go on, speak with the words, do a banner or something like that, which can sometimes look a little bit harsh. Yeah, I feel. So I'm also
banners have a time and a place, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. They're really useful, but
sometimes you just want it right on the font.
Yeah, right on the font. So let me see if I can make this small enough though, because this is quite small, and I think my do we want it might just have it flat, because we've got dimension already. So let's just lay this down flat with some glue along the centre there. Yes, that looks quite cute. And then I'm just going to cut out this speech bubble and just see what this speech bubble looks like. I'm going to use my little machine. Where have the light's gone?
Julie says that she did initially get told off for tagging time for tea in the post as not allowed to advertise specific selling pages.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to be selling while you're on there, are you? That's what I'm going to have to... Obviously you're going to talk about the products that you're using though, aren't you? I mean, it's... Because people, like you say, people have asked you. It's not like you've just gone on there and just said, here, buy this. You've people have asked, so you're going to...
I think it's the tagging, isn't it? I think you've got to leave them to their own devices.
That looks quite cute, doesn't it? I like the little heart that it cuts out as well, out of the centre. That's quite sweet. You could do with a couple more of those actually. That would look quite fun, I think. Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Do you like it?
I like that.
Do you like it, hon? Yeah, so I think we've salvaged something out of this in the end. I do know what I'm doing really. Sometimes.
I hope so.
But yeah, I think that looks really quite sweet. I think the bit of black really does just pop as well.
Yeah, it just looks good on the... Because you've got the background there, the smooshed background.
The smooshed, sparkly background. And I'm just going to cut a couple more. Yeah. Oh, knocking things over. Because I think a few of these little hearts will make for a nice little bit of decoration as well. So we'll just do a couple of these. And that's why this little die cutting machine is so ideal. So if you've not die cut before, having a little die cutting machine will work for all of these dies. Oh, left a little heart behind.
It's a right little machine. Now you can just pop it in your handbag and take it wherever you want.
Pop it in your handbag.
Yeah, you'd be sat on a train, die cutting.
Sat on a train die cutting.
Sat in a coffee shop with a nice cappuccino when obviously things are back to normal-ish.
Yeah, we're back to normal.
Whatever the new normal looks like, but...
I love the idea of somebody die cutting on a train. So let's just pop that there.
Creating craft on the background.
Yeah. That'd be quite good. I could layer those up a little bit. That might look quite good. I'm not sure about my hearts now, but we'll see.
No.
I know, I just don't know. I'm in one of those indecisive moods
You
tonight,
are, aren't you?
aren't I? Yeah, sorry. I think I'm just like, overthinking it as usual. So I'm just wondering about layering up these. That'll give that a bit of dimension at the top, which I think looks quite cute. So I'm going to do that. So just dot a little bit of blue around there. And then, so if you're wanting dimension to a die cut that's a little bit more intricate, this is a good way of doing it, rather than trying to put foam behind it, which you just would not be able to do with something this size. Just cutting several of them out
Just layering
and layering them up works a treat.
Gives it a bit of dimension.
It does, you know.
Julie says she's up for a challenge. Once we can travel a bit more, she'll take a selfie on the train die cutting.
I love that.
Alice Gadney says, "Oh man, I'm so glad I tuned in.
Oh, bless you.
Found a new skill, and what a beautiful card that is.
Oh, thank you.
Love your chatting. It's like I've spoken to another human.
Oh,
Prepared some time for tea design backgrounds, just waiting for Ant to go back to school."
oh. I need another little heart. And I'm going to just die cut this one little heart from the Be Kind Be You set.
It can be you, baby.
The other thing that you could do, actually, if you didn't want to do hearts and you wanted to mix it with one of the sets you've already got, there is a little diamond in the Be Kind Be You, and I think the diamond would look really nice, actually, just on the theme of your mum being a bit of a diamond.
Yeah, that's a good shout, that.
I think that would be quite cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Precious as a diamond.
Precious as a diamond.
Elizabeth Flynn asks how the firefighting is going.
Oh.
It's going very, very well, thank
It's
you.
too different. I don't like it.
I've just had some time off, some annual leave, so I've been at home for the last 10 days, much to Joe's excitement. I've been able to do lots of things, catch up on some jobs that I needed to do at home. Although I would obviously prefer it to be summertime. I'd love to be out in the garden,
yes.
sorting that out, just planting some stuff and doing some garden stuff.
Garden stuff.
Alice Gandhi says our Bedfordshire fire peoples were practicing today. Lots of smoke coming from HQ.
Oh.
Yeah, the training and the drilling is a big part of what we do. Obviously, if we attend calls, but in between, honing our skills and practicing what we do is keeps us all ready for action. So when the calls do come in, we know what we're doing.
It does help, I guess.
It is mad because the bells can literally go at any time. I've been in the shower.
Yeah.
We've been mid-drill. I've had a blindfold on during a mid-drill. We've done all kinds of stuff. They literally can go at any time. Once you've just sat down with your dinner or something like that. So
you've got to be ready for action at any time.
that's it. There's nothing more exciting though when you're travelling through traffic on blue lights.
On blue lights. Is that when you've got like all your flashing lights?
Sirens are going, lights are flashing, bullhorns are going. I mean, it is. I say this to Joe all the time. We're going to a job because someone's having the worst day of their life, and whilst I don't wish that upon anyone, it is exciting.
Yeah.
I love it.
You love it. Well, you see, that's it's something that you've always wanted to do, isn't it? And you've really worked hard to get there. So it cannot sometimes be that the dream doesn't live up to the reality doesn't live up to the dream. Sorry, but it's so good that in your case it really does.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's I'll not say it's every little boy's dream, because I'm sure there's some boys out there that want to be crafters and stuff like that. And
Harry.
Other things.
Harry wants to be a crafter.
Yeah. I bought my little nephew a big noisy fire truck for Christmas. It made loads of noises, much to my sister's annoyance.
It did, didn't it? But it had to be done, didn't
It
it?
had to be done, yeah.
So I decided not to put my banners on in the end because.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. What do you think? I think they didn't really add anything.
Yeah.
They were a bit too much pattern, but I do think that would be a good shout for a different style of card, because this went a different way in the end. I think adding the black just really meant that it just had that extra little pop. So I've added some extra little embellishments with the hearts, and I'm going to hold it up for you again, just so you can see how awesome that shimmer is. Isn't that cool?
Shimmer.
So it's not what I intended to do exactly, but I just like the idea of this shimmery sentiment in the centre with that dimension, and we didn't get to use any of our little leaves and blooms. So I think we'll do that. Definitely do a demonstration with that on Sunday when I do the crafting together with all brands. So if you want to see that, then do tune into that on Sunday, because I definitely want to get my blooms out. Does that sound weird?
That sounds really
Does that sound really strange?
Don't
I want to
shouting that
I want to get my blooms out.
I want to get my blooms out.
Because we didn't get to play with them, and I think that they are so pretty. So what I'll do, I'm going to bring out all of the cards that we've seen so far for the new kit, because I've put the kit away now so we can't see the kit, but I'm quite happy with how that turned out. I think it looks good.
Yeah. I like it.
And I think the sentiments in that stamp set are just so cool. You can use them for so many different things. So
Yeah. Ziomara
Another got
says,
it from my mum
beautiful. Alison Jane Green says, gorgeous card,
Yay.
Joe. Lindsay Turner, love the shimmer and sparkle. Alison
shimmer is
Pendlebury
gorgeous.
Brown. Pendlebury Brown. I can never say that. Pendlebury Brown. It's gorgeous, that card, Joe.
Oh,
And Julie
thank
Hutchins
you.
says, gorgeous, loving it, love hearts around my face.
That's
She
very
says, also
cute.
says she'll be watching Sunday. Hopefully the boys will
Yay.
settle early for her. If not, put them in a cupboard or something, Julie.
Oh,
Put
they'll be
padlock
wanting
on
to
it.
craft along, won't they? They'll be wanting to craft along. You can see that I've used that same speech bubble there, but I've inset the centre with a white heart.
Oh, yes.
instead,
Have you
which
laid
is
that
quite
as well? The
I
white
have,
heart?
yeah.
It looks like it's poking out a bit more,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
No, I love it.
so yeah, they're just. I mean, you can see there just how many different options there are. So many different ways that you can use this one kit, and that's not even with really incorporating any of your other Time for Tea stamps or dies. So if you start mixing them with some of your other items, you're going to have endless possibilities. So yeah, I hope you're all loving it anyway as much as we do. We absolutely love this kit, and I'm really excited to show you some more projects with it. I'll hopefully be a bit more organised next time. It's just been such a hectic day and a busy day that I didn't really get much time to plan, but I don't often get time to plan, as you know. We
Yeah.
tend to wing it, don't
So
we?
people don't, sometimes might say, oh, I've got an hour free now, I'm just going to sit down and do a bit of
And we're
crafting.
just gonna,
That's just the
we're
way
just
it
gonna
is.
do a bit of crafting. We're just gonna have a play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm.
Claire Brumby says it's a lovely collection of cards. Sarah Louise Baker says they are all amazing. Kiss,
Aw,
kiss,
thank
kiss.
you.
Jessica Brumby says, lovely card. A star for result. A star for experimentation effort.
Yes, I did definitely. I was trying hard. I keep knocking these cards off with my big hair.
Great kit and fab card samples from Lindsay Turner. Ziomara
Thank
says,
you
I'm
so
making birthday
much.
card invitations for my little girl.
Oh wow! Oh, when's her birthday?
I'm not sure. When is your little girl's birthday, Ziomara?
Oh, and invitations.
Yeah.
So is she having a party?
Hot hey. Elizabeth Flynn says, very talented lady you are, Joe.
Oh, thank
kiss,
you
kiss.
so much. You're all being very, very kind, and your support means such a lot. And like I say, we are so excited about being able to share this with you. So the fact that you're all, you know, you're all enjoying it is amazing.
Yeah.
And we shall be looking out for you in the morning, 8 o'clock, for when everything goes live. And like I say, they are limited numbers. Because the kits are quite hard to put together, we can only do so many of them. So if you're wanting to make that saving, then definitely grab them while you can.
And don't forget, the first 10 also receive an extra special
Yes, you will
free
get
gift
an
in there.
extra gift of some really cool embellishments. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of craftiness with us. I hope you've enjoyed Ant joining us, and thank you to Ant for joining us for another. He enjoyed it so much last week that he had to come along again. So
I just absolutely love it.
So hopefully he might join us another time. Although he's back to work, aren't you, on Sunday?
Back to work Sunday.
So you may
Sunday,
not
Monday,
be able
Tuesday,
to.
Wednesday. It'll be my first day
It'll be
off.
first day
I'll
off
be a
after
zombie.
nights. Yeah, you might be a little bit
I might
tired.
have recovered by night time. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
see
see.
how you feel,
Yeah.
Plum. See how you feel. But thank you so much for joining us. It's been so much fun. And we'll see you. I'll see you all on Sunday. If not, I'll see you next Thursday for our next live.
Everyone is saying that they had such a good time. They have so much fun.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Jessica Brumby says, very true. Thank you, both of you. I can always rely on you to cheer us up.
Oh.
Cheer up our week or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't read now. My eyes aren't working
Oh,
anymore.
bless you. I know it's getting tired. Yes, thank you to all you lovely tea timers, and have a really good evening. And we'll see you bright and early at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes, see you then. I look forward to spending my afternoon packing.
Yay! Bye, guys. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.